Alright guys, so this is episode 2 of my Skyrim Let's Play, and this is the Nord Warrior. And this is where we left off at the end of the first episode, so let's continue.
Up the road. I'm sure she'd help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck.
Yeah, it probably is best, because I am going to leave you in my dust.
You know, you should go to Windhelm and join the fight to free Skyrim. You've seen the true face of the Empire here today. If anyone will know what the coming of the dragon means, it's Ulfric.
Yay, new miscellaneous quest. We probably won't do the Civil War for quite a while. Or I don't know, I might choose to do that earlier. I don't know. But since we are a warrior, we're obviously getting the warrior stone. And if you don't know what that does, is it makes it to where as you're using your abilities, you gain experience in whatever you're using. So as you're killing stuff with a one-handed weapon, you gain experience in one-handed weapons. And same with armor and stuff like that. What those stones right there do is it increases the amount of experience you gain in the abilities that pertain to warriors, thieves, and mages. So for the warrior stone, it increases experience for the melee weapon, two-handed, one-handed. I think it does heavy armor and possibly light armor. I'm not exactly sure on that. Light armor might be in the thief skills, but you can go online and figure that out if you're really concerned about it. But I always like to go here at the beginning, because this is where you can get a lot of iron, so you can do blacksmithing and stuff. Because even on light armored characters, you still have to make iron stuff to get your blacksmithing skill up, so you can start making the light materials, which I find kind of stupid, but oh well. I mean, I guess you could just go and do leather and hide stuff, but killing animals all the time to get that stuff is kind of ridiculous. Oh, okay. Hide shield. I'll equip that instead of my heavy armored one. Equip that, favorite that, and unfavorite the iron shield. Now we're in full light armor. Our weapon is still heavy, but you can't really get light weapons for quite a while. There's a tripwire here, if you didn't know that. It causes these boulders to fall, and since we're on master, I'm going to utilize that on these bandits up here. But I actually am going to use this bow. I know in the last episode I said I probably wouldn't use it, but I changed my mind.
This again. Told you, we have someone standing guard out there. Don't forget
get the rock trap to ring. So, yep, what's that?
And now they're both alerted, so I'm gonna try and kill this one before he can get to me, and that didn't work out too well. So I'm going to trip this, and they're gonna get... Oh, okay, no they didn't.
Can't wait to count out your coins.
That one just killed himself on a rock, which I think is hilarious.
I'm going to put you down.
Okay, I must not have done that yet. Nope, I didn't. Okay, I just tried to press my number keys to switch between favorites, and I hadn't set that up yet. So, if you're on Xbox playing it, you can only hotkey two things, and that's the left directional pad and the right directional pad. I think it's the same way on PlayStation, but I haven't played that. Not that anyone would want to, because the FPS on the PlayStation sucks anyways. So I want that to be 1, and I want my bow to be 2, and let's put healing on 3. That looks good. And if you don't know this, the shields and mainly shields, as long as I don't know how to explain this. You need to die. Okay, there we go. Okay, as I was saying, since the shield is already equipped, if I use the hotkey to switch to my bow, it unequips the shield. But if I use 1 to hotkey to the sword, it will automatically re-equip the offhand item. And that works with most things, but spells and melee weapons get kind of finicky when you try to do that. Oh yeah, there's this guy up here. Take that and arrows and a lockpick. Keep the rest of the crap. Now I think if I... Yeah, okay, never mind. I want this to be 3 and that to be 4. So if I use 1, there we go. I'll take the pickaxe. Some of you might not know that if you equip a pickaxe and you attack the ore veins, you'll actually mine it faster than you would if you just pressed the mine button on them. I probably mined that out in maybe... I don't even know how fast it was, but if I unequip that and press E on this one, it takes forever. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And when you're mining, I've seen posts on forums and stuff to where people are complaining that when you press E on stuff, you're only actually getting 2 of the ores or whatever, even though I don't know what they're talking about, because you get, I've mined two veins. Now if I go into my inventory, I've got 6 ores, so you get 3 ores per vein regardless of how you do it. It's just that the middle one, it doesn't tell you that you've gotten any ores, but it will still tell you if you get lucky and get a gem of some kind. It'll tell you that you've gotten gems on the second set of 3 swings, but it still gives you the ore regardless. Now, as soon as you press this lever to drop that bridge, there's people over there. And I'm gonna want my bow. And now I run away. And I leveled up. Now I'm going to save that for if I need it later. It's just kind of cheating, but if you stand on any place like this where there's water and you can stand on something isolated, you can't attack while you're swimming, and that applies to NPCs as well. So they're just gonna sit there, and I could snipe them all day, but that's cheating, so I'm not gonna do it. But if it's like an emergency situation and you really, like, you haven't saved in forever and you're about to die or whatever, then that's always an option you can resort to. But alright, buddy. Walk through this minefield and kill yourself. Thank you. I guess you could say that's kind of cheating too, but I'm just thinking it's hilarious that they stub their toe and die on a rock. There's also this coin purse over here. Some people may not know that's there. There's a guy sitting in that chair right there, and it looks like you would be able to shoot an arrow through the bars, but you can't. And if you try to pick something up from over here, this dagger will fall and the noise will alert him, so you don't want to do that. Even though the dagger is clearly stuck in a solid piece of wood, even though that's the case, as soon as you pick something up, the dagger falls. Like, watch. Okay, maybe not. Okay, it's that book. Oh, maybe that doesn't alert him. I thought it did. Oh well. Regardless, I don't think you can shoot an arrow through the bars. Nope. It hits the... It hit it as if it were solid. Now she's gonna walk through there. Sometimes that's the guy, sometimes it's a female.
Time to end this little game.
It might have something to do with what... what the sex of your character is.
Think you can take me?
Yes, I do think I can take you. I'll take that key, and this, and this. That key, as far as I know, the only thing it opens is this gate right here, which you can tell in the corner it says unlocked with Amber Shard Mine Key, and that's the one I just picked up. The only thing in here is a bucket. That's it. I don't know why they put that there, but they did. Ooh, nice. I will equip that, and I can sell that. I'll take that. Oops. I want this to be on 9? Nope. On computer you can only go 1 through 8 on the hotkeys. But I always put the pickaxe on number 8. Okay, now in this room there's 3 people, I believe. There's this guy at the forge. There's that guy over there. He's an archer. He will walk from back there, around there, and up to this bridge, and he'll kind of stand in the middle of it for a while, and that's a good place for you to snipe him. But first, I like to get this blacksmith out of the way. Bandit. Oh god, nope, don't shoot me. Oh, nice. Okay. I will take your bracers, your gold, your boots, that arrow, and all your everything else. Oh god. That's a two-hander. Two-handers will wreck your world on master difficulty. Oh god. Oh, get some. That's nice. I'll take that, and you can have your sword. Heal up some, and put the shield back on. The archer still knows I'm here, and I think she's coming for me. Oh, nope, there we go. You're gonna stay there, aren't you? Yes, you are. And because she doesn't know I'm here, she's just gonna stand there and take the arrows. miss a body? Or... Nope, I didn't. Alright. So, over on this workbench, there's 2 ingots. Over here, there's 2 ore, which you can smelt into 2 ingots. And there's this blacksmithing training book over here. And I'll go ahead and take that because I can sell it later on. You know, I think I will do alchemy in this playthrough just because I haven't really done alchemy before. I know that with... Okay, it's not really alchemy, it's cooking, but I know there's vegetable soup, and that's really amazing for stamina users because it will constantly, when you eat it for like 2 minutes, it will constantly regenerate 1 stamina point every second. And you may be thinking, 1 stamina point, what's that gonna do? But as long as you have some stamina, you can do a power attack whenever. So even though it's only giving you 1 stamina point per second, that's still infinite power attacks. But you just can't sprint if you've got like 1 stamina point. Okay, I realized after I uploaded the video yesterday, episode 1, that I didn't really explain how lockpicking works. But the way it works is, there's, on computer, you move the mouse left and right to move the pick, and then you can press A and D, either one of them, to move the knife to try and pick the lock. But on Xbox it's the analog sticks, and I think it's the same way on PlayStation. I'm not sure which stick does what at the moment, but I know it's the analog sticks that do it. But I always start in the center at the top and try that one, and if it doesn't work, I move on to a 45-degree angle over here, and if that doesn't work, I move on to over here. And you can get almost all the novice locks that way. And if you can't get it with one of those 3 positions, you'll get really close. And you'll know you've gotten close because the pick will, the keyhole will start to turn, but then it'll stop, and everything will start shaking. And then you know you're close to it, but you're not quite on the sweet spot yet. So you need to move the pick a little bit more. Alright, now that I cleared that area out, I will head on to Riverwood, which is typically the first place you go on a new character. but I always like to go to this mine first, since it's on the way. And then once you exit this, you can come over here, and there's another iron ore vein. Now, also in this direction, there are 3 wolves. I thought there were anyways. There usually are. Oh, there they are. I want to kill these wolves so it can get some leather and make leather strips. Are you chasing after a rabbit? Oh, now he sees me. Now he sees me. Oh crap, I missed. I'm out of stamina. Oh, I contracted rock joint. I think that lowers stamina or something. Maybe stamina regeneration. What? Okay, that was only 1. Normally there's more than 1 wolf over here. Oh well. I guess I can do without that. Also, if you don't know, with your weapons out or spells, either one, you move 10% slower. So if you sheath your stuff, you'll move faster. Now typically you would wait for Ralof to walk over here and talk to his wife, and then you'll talk to his wife and do stuff. But if you go ahead and talk to Gerder first,
if you're looking for work, go see Hod at the mill.
You can tell her Ralof
How do you
sent
know
you,
him?
and then you can. She asks you, really? How can I trust you? And blah blah blah. So you tell her he's a friend.
If you really are Ralof's friend, I'll be glad to help you. But you didn't answer my question. How do you know him?
And then you tell her a dragon attacked Helgen, and then that you escaped together.
A dragon? In Helgen? It can't be. Although, it would explain what I saw earlier, flying down the valley from the south. I thought I must have just been seeing things.
It was a dragon.
I don't know why, but I actually believe you. You've got the look of someone who's just seen a dragon. Things just go from bad to worse. First the war, now dragons. What's this world coming to? The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever troops he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
Okay.
Oh, brother, Mara's mercy, you're safe. Your friend told me about
Yeah,
Helgen.
yeah.
I'm
If you
glad
talk
to
to her
help any way
again,
I can.
you can ask her for
Like
supplies.
I said, I'm glad to help in any way I can. Help yourself to whatever you need within reason.
And then you can just take all of her stuff for free. So I'll take this necklace and these potions. That's really all I want.
But is it safe for you to be here? Won't the Imperials
And
be
then you
looking
can
for
just walk off and let them talk their stuff out. Okay, this episode's going on 30 minutes like the last one, so I think I'll probably keep these episodes around 30 minutes, because I think 20 minutes is just a little bit too short.
What are you doing here?
So
I'll be right down.
I'll stop it here, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. If you enjoyed the video, leave a rating. If you have any questions or anything, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys later.